Hi guys, welcome to this episode of Scholar's Diary. It promises to be exciting, insightful, and boring like Kanye's feeling right now. Let's sit down.
Welcome! We've missed you guys.
I did not miss anybody.
Me, I missed you guys. On today's episode, we're going to be walking you through the entire Chevening process as it will unfold. So, stay tuned. Like I said, we're going to be walking you through the entire Chevening process as it would unfold because we're gradually approaching the application period now. The application period opens officially in a few days, and we just start to walk you through. So the first thing is that the application for this year, 2018,
opens on 6th
of August 2018, and then it closes on
November 6th. That's 3 months.
Yeah, roughly 3 months, and that's usually like the Chevening style to open in August. Applications always open in August, except they say otherwise, but it opens in August and then closes in November. So that's about 3 months for you, like my was saying, to make magic.
Great.
So the first thing for you to do is to actually have a good study of the Chevening website. Take your time to read through the entire Chevening scholarship website. Make sure you check that you are eligible for the scholarship, and make sure you read up everything on the frequently asked questions section.
I don't like to read a lot. You must give her credit for that. One thing I would say is that it's actually good to do that reading, so you don't just waste your time and effort applying for something you're not qualified for.
Yeah.
And if you're qualified for it, you don't just listen to what people have to say, which might discourage you from applying, but actually reading the website itself and knowing that you should or you should not apply for it. So yes, that's the first thing to do. Then of course, when you've crossed that stage and you are sure that yes, this is for me, my name is written here, I should apply for this, then you go ahead and start up with the concepts that you would like to use for your essays. Now I like to say this at this point, that a number of essays are going to fly in from all over the world, and you want to stand out, you want to be different. No story is better than yours. It just depends on how you tell your story, how genuinely you bring yourself across to the person reading. So for example, in Nigeria, where there are over 6,000 applications or over 10,000 applications, how is your essay going to stand out? That's like 40,000 essays. So you have to tell your own story, and it has to be genuine. While
you're writing your essays, you might also want to begin to think about who your referees are going to be. I know that this year Chevening has changed the entire process, for submitting your referrals, from your referees. Is it referrals? Your letters of reference.
Reference letters.
Yes, from your referees. So you need to check that out, and then you might also want to begin to pursue, say, your academic transcripts or certificates if you don't have it yet, or if it's going to take a very cumbersome process to get it, because you would need it in the next stage. I'm just prepping you, but usually between August and November, all you need to bother your head about is your application
the
essays
form and all that. Also within the process, you need to have 2 years working experience in volunteering or corporate work.
I think it's best for you to actually check out the work experience section in the scholarship website, because that will teach you how to calculate it and what can serve as work experience and what cannot. So make sure you check that out.
Also within the process, you need to have 2 years working experience in volunteering or corporate work.
I think it's best for you to actually check out the work experience section in the scholarship website, because that will teach you how to calculate it and what can serve as work experience and what cannot. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah. So while writing your essays, you might want to check one of our videos where we spoke about what you need to do about writing essays. I think that you should find very helpful.
Yeah, how to go about answering your essay questions is really important.
Yeah. So you don't just like fire off points here.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the next step?
Okay, so after the whole submission of
once the application period closes.
Yes. So Chevening is going to go through the whole application and sift to choose the ones. At this point, the whole marking process has not started. It's just to choose the ones that are eligible. This happens between November and December. So the people who are not eligible, of course, are kicked out of the process. Those who are left, their essays are now going to be examined sometime in January. In early February, if you make it to the interview stage, you're going to get a mail saying that you have made it to the interview stage and you would need one or two things. Now, some of the things they request at this point, you need
your reference letters.
Yes, reference letters, and of course the way it's happening this time around is the way it happens with the universities, where you drop the email address and description of your referees, and they would then send a mail to them. So make sure you find someone who can respond in like manner, not someone who doesn't read their email. Exactly.
Yeah. And make sure when you're choosing your referees, make sure you go out, choose someone who knows how to put in a good word for you, because some people whom you've worked with or whom have known you over a period of time might not be able to really express what they feel about you.
Yeah.
So make sure you look for someone who is quite expressive in their writing and would give an apt and flattering reference of you.
One of my referees wrote like an amazing letter, embedded a tweet in the reference letter, and I think it went a long way in.
If they cannot embed tweet in your own, it's okay.
It's okay, it's fine. It's fine, but I'm just saying, like, someone who can speak about you, about your capacities, and
your
speak
abilities,
about it, exactly.
your achievements, and your prospects and potential.
Exactly.
Someone who can put that word out there. So
So if everything is, if you scored the same mark with every other person and everything else, it might just get down to the reference letter. So
it matters.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the next stage?
Okay, so at this point you have to select a particular date for your interview. When you select a date for your interview, you have to apply at the British High Commission in your country, or for some countries where there are no.
Whatever the case might be, Chevening will let you know at that time. How to go about applying for the date of your interview, the venue, and all of that. Exactly. That will happen at that time. And you see, the good thing about Chevening is that you are never left in the dark. They're very efficient in informing you, so you will never feel like you're not guided. Just make sure you look out for the emails and you read, like I said in the beginning, make sure you read the website. Their information is key. Information that comes straight from Chevening is key.
This will not be no. At the interview, anything to say about
Yeah, we've got a video on what to do while you wait
for your Chevening interview.
Yeah.
And of course we have a mock video that you should
watch to prepare you for the Chevening interview.
A lot of people found it useful, so I think you also should find it useful.
Yeah.
Then after the interview,
if you're selected, of course there's a long wait, and then if you're selected, you're notified, and you then begin your journey to becoming a Chevening scholar
and
from your
alumni. The next thing is early June. You are going to get those who eventually make it to the final lap. Their names are going to be shortlisted.
Yeah.
Then by 11th of July 2019, you would have to submit all the documentations necessary. And once you've done that, by September, October, you're welcome to the
UK. Yay!
I think we'd like to do a video on frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
So send in your questions.
Yeah.
Put your questions in the comment section. Put your question in the comment section, and as many questions as we get, we'll try to answer.
Yeah, and I think it will also be nice for us to use this opportunity to say congratulations to all those who followed our YouTube videos and whom we mentored and who are coming to the UK this September to begin their masters. So congratulations, guys.
Yes,
we're so excited for you.
I'm really happy to meet a lot of you from
different parts of the world.
It's really an amazing experience. Thank you for staying with us, and thank you for putting in the right efforts, following some of these tips here and there. And the success rate has been amazing. God. Amazing.
We're really proud of you guys, as we hope you are of yourselves. And yes, congratulations to us as well. We recently became Chevening alumni. We're now part of the huge network of amazing Chevening alumni who are doing amazing, great things all around the world. And yeah, the future is bright. So
yeah, we're gonna need sunglasses.
So we wish you guys the best. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah, make sure you subscribe to our channel if you want to continue on this journey and the process. We have lots of materials out there for you,
and you can tap on that bell button so you get
notifications whenever we put up a video. But yeah, enjoy. Bye.